Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, friends. Let's continue with the bank reconciliations. Today, we will try to solve second and third illustration and also the unfavorable balances. Right? From the following particulars of Anil and Company, prepare a bank reconciliation statement as on 31st August 31, 2005. The format, as I used to explain, the format makes a lot of difference. So, bank reconciliation statement of Anil and Company as on 31st August 2005. That should be the heading. And balance as per cash book. Normally, it is a tendency to write balance as per cash book and balance as per passbook. But the fact is, or the actual thing is like we are not reconciling cash book, but we are reconciling bank column in cash book. So, because we are not reconciling the cash balance with passbook balance, we are reconciling bank column in cash book, right? That's about the two column cash book. One deals with cash, the other one deals with bank. So we're dealing with the bank column of cash book. So you have to write balance as per cash book, bank column. Balance as per cash book, bank column. Just making a format so that it is easy to follow and understand. It's easy to understand. And I'm trying to make all borders here. Making the format will look will give a look and feel of the reconciliation more clearer, right? So what are the options while the formatting works? What are the options that we have? Balance as per cash book 54,000 rupees, 100 bank incidental charges debited to Anil and Company account which is not recorded in cash book. Checks for 5,400 is deposited in the cash in the bank. Balance, let's cite balance as per cash book bank column which is 54,000. So in our previous question, we discussed about what are all the things to be added and what are all the things to be. We'll just copy those things here, right? To make it much more simpler. Make it more simpler, right? So, rupees 100 incidental charges debited to Anil and Company account, which is not recorded in the cash book. So, cash passbook balance has come down, so reduce. You can see here, less interest charges or bank charges, which is equal to 100. Then a check for 5,400 rupees is deposited in the bank but not yet collected by the bank. So bank balance has come back, it's not increased, so we have to reduce. Right? Checks deposited but not collected, which is equal to 5,400. Right? Then a check for rupees 20,000 is issued by Anil and Company, not presented for payment. So we have to add checks issued but not presented for payment. Add 20,000. So the net impact is we have to total the add and total add and less. So balance as per passbook is equal to as per cash book plus items that got added minus that needs to be reduced less. Balance as per passbook is equal to 68,500. Hope this is clear, right? Let's get into the next one. I'm just copying the format for easy reference. As I was explaining, the format and the presentation makes a lot of difference the way we deal with it. Now let's see what is it we have here. Balance as per passbook. So this we are starting with balance as per passbook. So as we discussed, all the add will become less, right? All the add will become less here, right? And then all the less has to be added, right? So all the less has to be, we have to do it the other way around. That's what we saw in the concepts, right? Now let's see. Balance as per passbook is equal to 45,000. 45,000. Then checks issued before March 31. Okay, we have to put the heading. Bank reconciliation statement of Boss and Company. Boss and Company as on 31st May 2005, right? So balance as per passbook is 45,000. Checks issued before May 31. Checks issued as amounting to 24,940 had not been presented for encashment. So the bank balance has not come down, but the cash balance has come down because they are all checks issued before the due date, before May 31st. So the cash balance could have come down. Now we are identifying the cash balance, so we have to reduce it. Checks issued but not presented for payment, which is 25,940. One important thing, students. When we read the numbers, we should read it with the numerical values. We should not read this number as 25940. There is always a tendency to type it as 25490. These are all typing errors or the errors that we saw in the errors in posting that can happen. So always read the numbers as 25,940. That will give a clarity when we write the numbers. Always read the numbers in its numerical value. 25,940, 45,000. Don't read it as 45000. We will tend to miss 10 or 20. So always read it as 45,000. So here in this case it's 25,940. Two checks of rupees 3,900 and 2,350 were deposited into the bank on May 31, but the bank gave credit for the same in June. So cash balance could have added because we have already accounted for it in the cash book bank column, right? Since the credit has come only in June, we have to add it now. Checks deposited but not collected, that is equal to 3,900 plus 2,350. So 6,250. There was also a debit in the passbook of 2,500 rupees in respect of a check dishonored on 31st May 2005. So the checks dishonored, bank has reduced the balance, whereas in cash book the balance is not reduced because we have not received the advice add, right? Add checks dishonored, which is equal to 2,500. So the balance as per cash book bank column is equal to 62,190. Then is there anything that we have missed here? Yes, there is a totaling error here, right? This is equal to 45,000 minus 25,940 plus 8,850. So balance as per cash book bank column is equal to 27,810. Hope the students are clear at these two illustrations. In the next class, we'll continue with the unfavorable balance and also look into more examples. Okay, we'll try to solve the bank reconciliation chapter this week and then move into the rectification of errors from next week onwards. Okay, thank you, students. And if you have any doubts or clarifications, post your comments into the video, or you can also ask your friends to subscribe to this channel so that it can be more helpful for more students. If you have any queries or doubts, please send an email to babupriya@mail.com and I'll come back to you as soon as possible. Thank you, friends, and have a great day.